One. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's get started. Um, Give me one moment and I will share my screen. Okay. So, hello everybody and welcome to VoiceAmaze Meet and Greet. First, I want to thank each of you for taking the time to join me today. Whether you're looking for a work from home opportunity, a side income, or simply gathering information, you're in the right place. Today's session is designed to give you a complete overview of VoiceAmaze, how the Arise platform works, what you can expect as an independent contractor, and how to get started. My goal is to be completely transparent so you can make an informed decision about whether this opportunity is right for you. By the end of today's presentation, you'll understand what VoiceAmaze is, how the Arise platform works, the onboarding process, what you'll need to get started, what fees and requirements are involved, and why many agents choose to join under VoiceAmaze. So let's get started. Let's begin with what VoiceAmaze actually is. VoiceAmaze is a virtual call center operating through the Arise platform. Arise partners with many well-known brands and Fortune 500 companies that need customer service support. As an independent business owner or IBO, VoiceAmaze allows independent contractors to connect with those client opportunities. What I love about this model is that it provides flexibility. Instead of working in a traditional office setting, you can work from home while providing customer service support for established brands. VoiceAmaze serves as a bridge between you and the Arise platform. We help guide you through the onboarding process and provide support as you get started. Give me one moment. Our mission at VoiceAmaze is simple: to connect motivated individuals with flexible work from home customer service opportunities while providing guidance, resource, and support for long term success. There are a lot of people searching for legitimate work from home opportunities, but many do not know where to start. VoiceAmaze was created to help simplify that process. We want to help people understand the opportunity, navigate the onboarding steps, and feel supported throughout their journey. Why choose VoiceAmaze? So, one question I often hear is, why should I join under VoiceAmaze when there are other IBOs available? And that is a fair question. The reality is that you do have a choice. What makes VoiceAmaze different is the level of support we provide. You don't simply send a link and wish, we don't simply send a link and wish you luck. We provide onboarding guidance, registration support, resources and updates, community access, answers to questions throughout the process. Many people become overwhelmed when navigating a new platform. Our goal is to make the process easier and more comfortable. We want you to feel confident and informed every step of the way. So let's talk about what this opportunity actually is. This is a work from home opportunity. It is a 1099 independent contractor position. That means you're essentially operating as your own business. You'll have the ability to serve clients from home and earn income based on the opportunity you choose. This opportunity can be a great fit for you, for stay at home parents, students, retirees, individuals seeking additional income, anyone looking for great flexibility. Many people appreciate the ability to work from home and avoiding commute. Now, what this opportunity is not, it's not it's equally important to understand what this opportunity is not. So, this is not a W-2 employee position. You are not an employee of VoiceAmaze or Arise. There is no company provided health insurance, paid vacation, sick time, retirement benefits because you're an independent contractor. Taxes are not withdrawn from your earnings. You are responsible for tracking your income, managing your taxes, maintaining your equipment. I want to be transparent because I never want anyone to join unrealistic expectations. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is how to get started. If you guys are still interested after all of the information I've given you so far. And I'm going to walk you through that in 2 minutes, in 2 seconds. All right, so let's walk through the onboarding process. Okay. Step number one, um, you're going to have to create an account on the Arise platform. Now, if you already have an account on the Arise platform, that most likely means that you were under another IBO. So if you want to transfer over to my call center, then you would have to reach out to the IBO you're a part of now, tell them that they need to release you, and then I would give you my IBO number, and then you can now register under me. But if you've never applied, never been on the Rise platform, then you would have to create an account. Then you'll complete your registration profile and then join under the VoiceAmaze IBO, and then you complete your assessment. Now, I want to pause right here real quick with the assessment piece, because this is very critical. If you do not pass your assessment, you will have to wait 90 days before you can apply again. So it's very important that you choose a very quiet place, something that's not going to distract you, that you don't rush through it, all the things, because you want to make sure that you pass the assessment. There's been a lot of the agents who've gotten through majority of the things, but then when they did the assessment, they didn't pass, and so they have to wait 3 months. I don't want you to have to go through that. So in order to avoid any of that frustration, just make sure. And then I have a video for those who want to see how that goes and how that process will go. So you do have access to that. But anyways, so the next step would be, after you complete your assessment and you pass, okay, um, there is going to be a process where I do have to accept you into my IBO, all the things. You will send me a message, be like, hey, I finished everything. Can you let me in? Whenever you pass your assessment. After you do that, after you're approved and you go through that whole process, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at client opportunities. Then your next step is you're going to select the client, and then you're going to complete the certification, and then you're going to be, after you complete the certification, which is very important, that's when you're going to serve your customers. So the process is pretty much straightforward, but attention to detail is very, very important. All right. Um, So yeah, I told you about the assessment, but the assessment is one of the most important steps. The assessment typically takes about 30 minutes. My biggest piece of advice is don't rush, find a quiet place, turn off all distractions, take your time reading every questions. I've seen people fail simply because they were distracted or rushing through it. If you don't pass, there may be a waiting period, or there is going to be a waiting period of 90 days. So treat it seriously and give it your full attention. Okay. And the reason why I'm like kind of harping on this is because yeah, that is a very important part. So currently there are multiple clients. We have about 7 clients on the portal right now who are looking for customer service reps. Okay. So we have about 7. So client opportunities change regularly based on business needs. Also, too, um, they are based on how many people get into the class, right? So sometimes these classes fill up very quickly. Once they're full, that's it. You'll just have to wait for another opportunity. Some opportunities include retail customer service, financial services, healthcare related, telecom, other customer service programs. There are also opportunities for bilingual agents. So if you know anybody who's bilingual and need a work from home job, this is a great opportunity for them, which can sometimes increase available options. The exact programs available will depend on what Arise is offering at the time. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about certifications and background checks. Okay. So once you selected a program, you'll move into certification. Certification is a training that prepares you to serve the client. Requirements vary per client. So every client has a different requirement. Now, I do want to talk about this. Now, some clients require certification training, background check, additional onboarding steps. Some certifications programs require a fee. Many are around $50, although that can vary. Okay, so I want to say this real quick. So there are some clients where certification is paid. You will have to pay for the certification. Now, there are some clients where the certification, they pay for it. So it's completely free. One thing I do want to tell you about certification is you do get paid during your certification period, right? So it's not like you're not getting paid. You are getting paid during your certification period. So if that part is something that you are like, no, I don't want to pay the $50, I understand. But I do want to be transparent. So some programs don't change the certification fee, but may require a background. I mean, don't charge for the certification fee, but they will charge for the background check, right? So you will have a background check. Always review the client detail carefully before enrolling. So whenever you go on your portal, there is going to be like a client announcement and they give you different details. So be sure to read it. Or if you're still struggling with understanding, just reach out to me. Okay. The good news is that certification helps prepare you for success um, before taking customers interaction. So certification is always a good thing. Now, another thing that I want to mention about certification, they are very strict when it comes to attendance. Okay. So look at the time period if you pick a company and I think like certification is usually 30 days. If you pick a company and you know you have vacation during that time and you cannot take that vacation off, do not sign up for that certification class if you know you cannot show up, because they're not going to refund you your $50. They're not going to give you your money back. There is no refund to that. So I want you to avoid any type of frustration or any type of you spending your money and losing your money because you didn't know that part. So just make sure if you find a company that you like and you like all of the things that they're saying, when it comes to the time period for the certification class, you got to show up. You have to show up to the classes or they will disqualify you and then you won't be able to work for that client. Okay, so I want you guys to avoid that. um all right, so let us move on and then I'll have a Q&A section for you guys, just in case you guys have questions. So let's move on to equipment requirements. Okay. I think that is very important for you guys to understand, because you do have to bring your own equipment. And again, like I said earlier, if you don't have your own equipment, I can send you a website to where you can get your equipment or your required equipment. Okay. So, all right. So there you go. So let's talk about equipment. You'll need a reliable computer. Okay. Now, let's just talk about the computer real quick. There is a certain memory, amount of memory that you need on your computer. There will be a test ran on your computer, and it's going to let you know whether or not you have enough memory in there. But also, too, you need a computer that can be sorry, hardwired in is what I wanted to say. Meaning you have to connect it directly to your internet. Okay, so you can't use Wi-Fi. So that is a problem. Just let me know. But you cannot use Wi-Fi when you're working for these clients. They want you to be hardwired in to your, to your network, to your box, okay, to your internet box. So you need a reliable computer, you need high-speed internet, you need a headset, and you need a quiet space. So you can't be distracted. Some of these clients can be very sensitive about hearing noise in the background. Now, a lot of clients, I do want to let you know that some of them do require you to be on camera. So that's another thing, that you have to be on camera. So you want to make sure that you have the right equipment and you are ready to get started. Okay. Um, let's see, what else do I have with the equipment? I think that should be about it when it comes to equipment. Again, once you get registered with the Arise, they will do a computer check for you, to make sure that your computer fits the what is required. All right, let's talk about pay and fees. Okay. So let's discuss compensation and fees. Pay varies per client program, meaning one client may pay you one amount, the other client may pay you another amount. There's no standard rate for, like, a flat rate for each client. Every client pays differently. Okay. The amount you earn depends on client pay structure, hours worked, and program requirements. So there's also an Arise platform fee and admin fee. Currently, this fee is approximately $49.99 every 2 weeks. So it comes out of your invoice every 2 weeks, and you'll see that, like, you'll see a breakdown. This fee supports the platform operations and admin support. So again, transparency is important. So I always want to make sure people understand the costs involved before getting started. Now, what I do want to know is all of the fees that you guys are paying out, whether it be certification or even the platform fee and admin fee, those things can be deducted from your taxes at the end of the year. Because again, you are working as, a sole proprietor. So this is your own business, right? So if you want to deduct those taxes at the end of the year, you can definitely do that. Okay. Um, all right. And then let's talk about the community. So one of the things I'm most excited about is the VoiceAmaze community. Starting something new can feel overwhelming. You have access to resources, updates, supports, other agents, can make a difference. Our goal is to create a community where people can learn, share experience, and support one another. So there is a Telegram community. If you're not a part of it, I can give you the link so you can join. But inside of there, you guys can ask me whatever questions you have, whatever struggles you're struggling with. Maybe you need guidance on how to register. You couldn't understand the video. Just a lot of things. But you can always drop your questions inside of the Telegram community, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay. Because I want you guys to know that you have support and you're not doing this by yourself. Okay. So you do have community support when it comes to VoiceAmaze. All right. So, Tips for success. If I could leave you with a few tips, success tips, they would be stay professional, stay organized, meet deadlines, invest in reliable equipment, ask questions when needed, continue learning. The agents who treat this like a business opportunity tends to experience the greatest success. So one thing I do want to say is you can get started with one client, right? And you can work for as many clients as you want. But the thing is, I want you to have that time management, right? Because you may take on 3 clients and then realize, oh my goodness, I can't really do this. So starting off with one client is great. Get a rhythm, get a feel. And if you want to add on more clients because you need more hours, you can definitely do that. Okay. Um, and then so if you're interested in moving forward, the next step is simple. Um, I'll send you the link to the Telegram group and then give you the steps. But all you got to do is you would first register on the platform and then connect with us through the Telegram group. This opportunity is not for everybody, and I do understand that, right? But for the right person, it could provide flexibility, the ability to work from home while serving people, well-known brands. Okay. Now I'm going to open up the floor. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask. And I think somebody just dropped a question in the chat. So let me look at it real quick. Hold on, you guys. Let me look at your questions. If somebody was to add one or more client, does that mean more than one fee for each client? Okay, so as far as the platform fee, you don't get charged for each client. So you get one big invoice. So if you have 2 clients that you're working for, you get one invoice. So it's that fee is taken out per invoice, not per client. Now, as far as your certifications, remember, each client has different certification fees. So you may have one client that does not have a certification fee, so you're not paying for that. But then you may have another client that does, or you may have 2 clients that does. So yes, you will have to, whatever that certification fee per client is, you will have to do that. I understand it's okay. I was curious about okay, yeah, no. The RISE fee is per invoice. So if you're working for 2 clients, that's all going to be on one invoice. So you don't get charged per client. Okay, no problem. Anybody else have questions? Sure. It's under the first one. I don't know if I can see it. Let's see.
So I had asked if they all have like a minimum hours requirement. I'm just trying to make it faster for you so you don't have to be reading it. Do they all
Okay, got you.
have the minimum hour requirement, or it depends on the client itself? I used to work for them years ago, but I don't know what has changed. It's been a long time.
For sure. Yes, they all have a minimum of 15 hours per week. So you have to work at least 15 hours per week.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
It used to be more. That's why I asked. Like,
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's what they require now. There's a few things that have changed. I know before they didn't pay you guys for certification. Now they do during the certification period. Now they do. You do get paid during the certification period, and they didn't have where clients uh, didn't didn't charge you for the certification, and now they do. So some clients don't charge you for the certification. So you have a lot of changes that have gone on within the last couple of years when it comes to Arise. So yeah.
I know the
Um,
last time that I was on there, they didn't have like a lot. And I was like, what are y'all doing? Because before they used to have a plethora of like clients and stuff. So I don't know if that changed since we've been back through the COVID thing or not.
Well, recently, like, okay, so I got started last year, March, and it was very slow. But now I'm not sure if it's, a climate thing or what, but there's been a lot of clients on the portal. Like I said, right now we currently have 7 clients. And I haven't seen that much and like when I first got started last year, it was
Mhm.
not at all like,
Right.
it was like trickling in. It's like
Yeah.
now there's always clients on the platform. And then when there's not clients, you'll probably just wait a few weeks and then clients will pop up again. So yeah, right now there's been a lot of clients looking for independent customer service agents. So yeah.
The other thing that I experienced was a lot of the clients were more in the day opposed to, like evening and or weekend hours. Is that the same case?
No, I've seen a mixture of clients that have some, during the day and then some at night, but I haven't really looked deep into a lot of them right now, like the time frame that they're looking for, but I have seen a mixture
Okay,
of
because
it.
that
Like,
was frustrating for me when I signed up before, maybe a year or so ago, that all of the clients were daytime.
yeah, okay, got you. Like I know, like for example, what is this company called? A Giro. Like a Giro is a roadside assistance company. I know they have like nighttime opportunities. Like, you know
Okay.
what I mean? So
Hmm.
you have certain companies because of the nature of the job, they
Hmm.
will have nighttime opportunities. But then you have clients who like, you work for a bank. Those
Hmm.
some of those
Hmm.
bank companies won't be nighttime opportunities,
Right.
if that makes sense.
And some of them had like the Saturday hours and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
for sure. For
I
sure.
know back in the day it was easier to get like the 24/7, type of companies like say AAA and those kind of a things. But I know things shifted. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions? It's a few guys in here. Do you guys, any other of you guys have any questions? Anything you were curious about?
So if we wanted to move forward, what would be the requirement? There's a lot of quiet people.
Um,
I'm gonna ask questions.
I like that. I need people asking questions. If you want to move forward, what I'll do is I'll send you a link to the Telegram group, and in Havens T, I will give you the instructions on how to get started, and then you just go from there. So in the Telegram groups, it gives you like the breakdown on what you need. So pretty much you've already been on the platform, so you'll kind of skip a step. Um, but what you would, because you were on the platform already, you need to register. I mean, not register. You would need to log in and make sure that you tell your current IBO that you want to be released. And then once you do that, then you reach out to me. Like I'll give you the link to the Telegram group, you join. And then once you reach out to me and say, hey, I've been released from my IBO, what do I do next? Then I'll give you the steps on what you need to do next. Does that make
I
sense?
don't think I was like under the person. Things were different because there were no jobs that was coming up at the hours that I needed. But I can check when
Yeah,
I
definitely
yeah.
check. I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. We're talking about work from home jobs and how you can get started. Well, I did a whole presentation earlier, Miss T, but I was telling you guys about the work from home opportunities that you guys have working for my IBO or my virtual call center. What does the assessment consist? So it's pretty much just customer service related questions that they give you, but there is a YouTube video that I have inside of my Telegram group that you guys can watch to get an overall feel. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I missed you guys' questions in here. Is there a charge? No, there's no charge. Telegram group is free. That's where you get your support. Okay. That is where you get your support. That is where you get so okay, this is what I want to say. Joining the my IBO is free. This is the only time that you pay for stuff is with your certification and every 2 weeks for the platform and admin fee. That's it. But everything else is free to register, free to join the Telegram group, do all that. Do it tells the pay because I already work from home. Um, well, it depends on the company. So let me give you an example. Right now, Jiro is hiring. Okay, if you decide to join them during the certification period, they pay $764. After the certification period, they pay $12, and that's just with a Jiro. Great, thank you. You're welcome, Alicia. Let me see. I'm sorry I missed y'all questions. I was just looking at that. Um, but yeah, inside the Telegram group, there is a YouTube video that you can watch just so you can get a feel of what the assessment will be like. And but it's just asking you what is it? It's asking you like different questions about customer service. Like, what do you and also too, they do ask you like some out of the box questions. So that's why it's very important that you guys need to, be in a place where you're not distracted, where you can be focused and you really can take this test, if that makes sense. All right, y'all. For those who are just coming in, we're at the Q&A section. But do you guys have any questions? Yeah, because of the kids. Okay, okay, yeah. That's a really big one. And yeah, uh having that quiet place is so necessary when it comes to especially doing the assessment. So I don't want you guys to have like an expectation that you can have the kids, in the background, talking and stuff. Cause yeah, with that assessment, sometimes they can be really strict, especially because you're going to be like, they're going to ask you to use your voice as well. So you'll probably be reading like a script um, as well. And you can't be distracted with that one because you don't want to have to wait the 90 days, right? You want to be able to just go straight forward and take go to your assessment, apply for these different clients, if that makes any sense. All right, anybody else with questions, y'all? Thank you. How long is the certification? Well, no, the certification is a class, so it's not a test. The only test you take is going to be the assessment, right? So your certification though is usually about for example, let me give you a Jiro, right? So I'm going to use this company because that's one of the clients that's hiring right now. Their certification is going to be from July 16th until August 12th. So that's why it's very important that you look at the information for the clients. Once you pass your assessment, you want to look at the information that your client is giving you, right? Especially looking at your certification schedule, um, because you cannot miss a class. So if you see that this client, their certification is from July 16th through August 12th, and you got a vacation, don't take it. Just don't take. I don't want you to waste your money because they're not going to give you your thing back. Yeah, this was recorded. I want to go back and listen to everything. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, this was definitely recorded. And I'll drop the replay inside of the community. No problem. Um, Katina, did you have any questions though? Even if you wanna read it back, you guys have a few minutes with me. No questions. Okay, cool. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, for those who are interested in moving forward, just get the Telegram link join the Telegram group and reach out to me, and then I'll give you your next steps. Okay. I was waiting for a few people inside of the Telegram group because I know they were struggling with some things, but I don't see them in here. Um, but you're welcome. So for the new people who just came in, do you guys have any questions? I don't think it was a lot of new people in here. No? Okay. So I'm gonna assume that the quietness means that nobody has any questions. Oh, driving from church. Will you drop the link with the videos? In the community. Yeah, so you're saying the replay? Will I drop the link for the replay? But you're driving, so hopefully you're saying the replay. So the replay for this meet and greet will be available inside of the community. So if you're already in the Telegram, yeah, I'll drop the replay inside of the Telegram group. No problem. So you'll get the replay inside of the Telegram group. And if you guys have any questions, be sure to reach out to me so I can get you guys started and on your way. So if you
Is she
guys,
asking you that she needs the Telegram one as well?
I think she's
She
in the
has like
Telegram
in
group.
Telegram. Huh?
I think she's in the Telegram group. So she's asking me, am I going to drop it inside the Telegram group?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because there's some people that's a part of the creator lounge that's in here. And then there's some people that's only in the Telegram group. So I think she's one who's in the Telegram group. So I'll be dropping the video in there. And then for those who's in the creator lounge, I'll drop that video inside of there so you guys can watch it.
Okay.
Oh, you meant the Telegram link. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm
okay.
all
I thought so.
confused. Okay, so yeah, I did drop the link, but I'll drop it again for you. I just dropped it. So if you click on that, it'll take you to the Telegram group. All right, so it's about 3 of you guys who joined. I will be reaching out to you guys. Well, it's 4 of you guys that just joined. So the everybody who just joined, I will be reaching out to you guys with your next steps. If you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out. I'm gonna try to have these meet and greets maybe every 2 weeks, maybe every month for you guys, just in case you guys are struggling. Sorry, short text in between. Okay, yeah, be careful because I know you're driving, so be careful. All right, y'all, let me stop the recording. Okay. So, like I said, this is opportunity for anybody who's looking for work from home, but is very flexible because you are your own boss, right? I am not your boss. You don't work, quote unquote, for me. You work with me.